proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Inside, Krosky Merritt. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Mariota. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, 40 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Malungai. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down and 6 now. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
That's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 7. To throw, Williams. That's complete. Romadunze.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Back to the running game with Swift.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pass caught by Burden. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow, 22.
From the gun, Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
At the 31-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready.
Here's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Williams pass.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one
and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here's Williams.
He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's third and 4.
We didn't need to ask about the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a third and 4.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Third and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Second and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Now second and 9. Throwing is Williams.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
The final shot before break. Williams to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From Commanders' territory now, it's 1st and 10.
As they've got it to the 28-yard line. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 28 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. Shifts by him. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set.
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Bears' 49-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Mariota.
Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Ready,
First
ready.
and 10 at the 37-yard
Yellow,
line.
43. Hut, hut.
On play action, Mariota.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. Calling a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run here with Menungai. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Running is Menungai. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Williams. That is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown,
Cole Kmet, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
For the extra point.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra quick.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
Washington will
To throw, Mariota.
That's caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bears 31, Commanders 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's go out here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready?
Mariota.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay,
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready?
Throwing is Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big connection on that one. 42 yards.
42 yards. That's good for a Commander.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.